Last night had the fourth night of rioting in Los Angeles yesterday, and you can see that it's pretty much exactly as you would expect from these things. The majority of the body of protesters, rioters, have gone home, and now it's just the troublemakers who are running around, and as Andy No reports, looting businesses. There's reports of them looting like a sushi bar and things like this. Okay, well, this is what you would expect. Driving around, causing trouble, waving Mexican flags, and looting sushi bars. Yes, this is about the end. This is about the extent of what I expected, because really what this is just an excuse to be lawless, right? This is an open rebellion against the concept of the United States, including the idea of law, order, and property rights. But the question is, who is behind this? Because very few things actually happen organically. And Local Distance has a great thread here talking about the fact that, I mean, the initial energy may have been spontaneous and a frustration to Trump, deporting illegals, but there's definitely organizations that are involved in this, because we know by the resources that are turning up, and they have tactics, as Local points out. So, as you can see here, they have certain kinds of shields. Now, these shields, as he says, were used in 2024 by pro-Hamas rioters and 2020 by BLM rioters. And the shields themselves are not weak. They're there. They actually do the job of a shield, and they can actually defend. And you can see they're highly decorated, so they spent a lot of time and effort making them. But you'll notice that the structure of the shield is the same in each case. So these have been manufactured somewhere and then given to the activists. Moreover, they have cardboard signs that are not cardboard signs, but are instead plywood with metal handles. Again, they're there to be used as shields. And this is something that requires planning, it costs money, and someone had to make this happen. Someone had to bring these things into being by manufacturing them and purchasing all the goods for them. So this is something that we've seen before, as he points out in 2012. They were brought in and distributed to rioters and organized drops. So who, as you can see in the U-Haul there, who is the one handing them out? Who's paying for this? Now, there are going to be plenty of NGO type organizations. And it genuinely is George Soros funded, actually. Like Pueblos Sin Fronteras and things like this, like pro-migrant organizations that are designed to get migrants into the United States, and they will be the ones funneling Soros money into these protests to make sure that they can continue on and be as strong as possible. But it's not just shields and things like that. They have websites with tactics put on them, which Wokel has listed here. The purpose of the organization is to do things, right? And in this case, you'll see like design your actions so your target is forced to make a decision, and all of the available options play to your advantage. So it's very Alinskyite in that way. And that's what they're doing. They're not stupid. They know precisely what they're doing. And what they want, ultimately, is for these protests to bring down the Trump government. That's the purpose of them, in order to prevent the Trump government from enforcing America's borders. It's literally that simple. That's what this is. And you can see that there are other things that they're doing. For example, this is footage of people giving out American flags to the Mexican nationalists, because, as Aldo here points out, they realized the current optics were a disaster. Yes, they were a disaster. Yes, indeed. We'll watch this, actually. It's about...
Anyway, thank you guys.
Right on. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Where'd you get the American flag? Wait, where?
He just handed it to me because I was on the top.
It's like a random guy? Oh, alright, thanks. Excuse me. I was looking for these flags. Where did you get this?
Around the corner they have a bench.
Okay, oh. Are they just giving them out?
Yeah.
So as you can hear from that, it's a bit confused, but just random guys turn up at the protest to give out American flags. So that's very thoughtful of them. Who are they? And you can see, like, I think it's here, you can see the creases on the American flag there. The Mexican flag doesn't have any creases on it, like the folded creases or something, but you can see them right there on the American flag. Like these are brand new flags that someone ordered off Amazon. You can see the creases right there. The Mexican flag doesn't have any of these. The American flag does, because this is about optics. This is about the war that they're waging now against the Trump administration. Like, oh, right, yeah. If we have a bunch of foreign nationals running around looting, burning cars, and committing various other acts of havoc, that looks bad, because it looks like they're Mexican colonizers, and it looks like they're violent. So get some American flags out there. So we make it look like they give a damn about America. But obviously, these people don't care about America, obviously. Oh, look, he points that out as well. All the American flags still have creases. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And, of course, this was noticed on Reddit. Notice it's Mutual Aid Los Angeles. Mutual Aid. This is a term, as far as I was aware, was coined by Kropotkin. So don't get me wrong, they're definitely communists. But look at this. Mainstream media is trying to create the optic that foreigners are invading, and recent videos are fueling that perception. Are they? Videos of Mexicans running around with Mexican flags saying, fuck America, and we're going to burn American flags. It's creating the optic that foreigners are invading California. Really, that's remarkable. I wonder why it does that. If you're protesting, bring a US flag. Why would they want to? They're against the United States. At the end of the day, we're in this country. We want to make it better for our people. Ah, right. That's the issue, isn't it? The country is actually not America is not the people, but Mexico is the people. That's the thing. Power to the people. Power to the City of Angels. Que viva la raza, or viva the race. My goodness. Consider bringing an upside down flag to show solidarity as well. Interesting. But anyway, you can see the point being. There is someone who is paid to hand out flags. There is someone who is paid to hand out shields and various other riot protesting gear. And now, someone has paid trucks of people to full of what Fox News have called bionic face shields. Now, the video isn't great on this one. You can see this chap holding something, and there are people like getting whoever this is. You can see him here handing out things from the truck. And whatever they are, it's like they look like face masks or something, presumably to protect against like tear gas or something like that, right? But again, these things cost money. Who is paying for this? Who has organized this? Like, organizing anything is not easy, to be honest, when you're dealing with like a large number of people and a very confused set of events. So who is organizing this? Who is paying for this? And like I said, we definitely know that there are NGO organizations that will be involved in this. There will be a series of sort of low-level leftist activist organizations that receive probably, again, I don't mean to be cliche, but it's definitely going to be money from George Soros Foundation to go out and do stuff like this. And they'll just say, right, here's the money. The foundation probably won't even give them any instructions or anything like that. But just go out and do what you can, because these people are motivated activists and they've got a reason to do the things they're doing. But I mean, this is kind of crazy, isn't it? Like, we'll watch the Fox News thing, actually. It's just funny where they're like, oh, right. They're starting to come to the realization that maybe they could do some journalism.
Earlier, that was pretty startling to me. And you see this, these are boxes of masks being handed out, and a lot of folks seeming to just grab them like candy. These look like they are bionic face shields, which, if we looked at their website, is basically recommended for machinists and auto body shops as a way to protect one's face. I don't think we expect to have a lot of cars coming in for repair work tonight. So that sort of seemed like the thing that you would have as a precaution if you were planning to or getting ready to potentially have some sort of conflict with law enforcement.
Yeah, so you might think the journalists could do their job and actually go and find out how these arrived. Like, you can, I don't know, I'm not a journalist. Go and find out. Go and find out what sort of organizations are involved. Go down on the ground. Try and figure this out. I don't know. Do your jobs. Or you could sit in a nice air-conditioned studio and say, thank goodness that's happening a long way away from me, and not really get involved, couldn't you? But the point being, there is definitely someone behind all of this. I do think that the initial energy was probably organic, but that's the point of these organizations. That's the point of this activism. Harness the energy and direct it into certain ways to make sure that the optics blunders are covered up and to make sure that the people protesting have physical protection, so the law enforcement can't just tear gas them or rubber bullet them or whatever and drive them all out. The point being, these people who are organizing and funding this know what they're doing, and they're doing it for a reason. And these activist organizations, these NGOs, honestly, should be banned. They should be disbanded. They should be barred. They should not be allowed to foment insurrection in the United States. I mean, I realize, again, highly controversial statement that I've made there, but I just don't think that should be allowed. Why would any government want to allow, any country want to allow organizations whose sole job is to literally import illegal immigrants and then foment rebellion in the country? Well, that doesn't make any sense. There's no reason that should be permitted, so these things just should be banned. And in fact, if anything, charges brought against the people involved in them. Sorry, it seems that your entire job is that you're going to break the laws of the country to the detriment of the country, specifically to foment an ethnic rebellion in it. Not having it. I would absolutely ban these things.